Let's talk about a very important topic in C++, which is calling a function, passing a variable by value versus passing a variable by reference. So passing by value versus passing by reference. There's a big difference between those two, so let's take a look on them. I'm going to create a function here, and this function is void do something and receives an integer x. So this is my function header. I'm going to implement the function right here, and just for information purpose, so inside the function it receives x, and this is receiving x by value. It prints the value of x, changes the value of x, and then prints the value of x again. Let's call this function. Do something. I need to declare a variable first, so I'm going to declare int number equals 10, and I'm going to pass the number. And just for information, before function, so whenever you call a function and you pass a variable by value, it makes a copy of it and it passes the value only. So if the function changes the variable, then the variable is changed only in the function. It is not changed once it gets back to the main. So let's run this program and take a look on it. So before the function, it was 10, and this gets printed from line 11, calls the function, so the function prints the number 10 again, so this line is printed from line number 20. The value of x gets changed to 100 inside the function, so the function prints 100 again right here. So this is printed from line 22, and once you finish executing this function, it goes back to the main, and on line 13 it prints number 10. Now it prints number 10 because the variable number was unchanged by the function x, because we're calling the function and passing the variable by value. When we pass the variable by value, what we do is to pass a copy of the variable. Because we pass a copy of the variable, the original variable gets unchanged. Now, what if we want the original variable to be changed? Then we need to pass it by reference. To pass a variable by reference to a function, all we need to do is put the ampersand character right here, and now that variable gets passed to the function as a reference. Because it gets passed as a reference, the reference is a memory address to the variable number. And because it's a memory address, now if this function changes the value, you actually change the value forever. So let's run this program and see what it does. So again, this gets printed by line 11, goes to the function, prints number 10, line 21 changes the value to 100, and then once it finishes executing the function, it goes back to the main, and now line 13 prints number 100, and that's because the function received the variable by reference and the number is now changed permanently. The point of this video is to explain the main difference between calling a function and passing the variable as a value and passing by reference. Again, when you pass by value, you pass a copy of the variable. When you pass the reference, you pass a memory address to the original variable. Therefore, if the function changes the value is changed forever.